Welcome to the Solomon Show. Thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone is doing well. On today's panel, we have Gabriel, and we also have Alice. And finally, I'm your host, Solomon. Now let's get into it. Hi everybody, so today, we have a special episode. And with that being said, well, first I will say there is a point at the end, I promise. But with that being said, this episode is actually going to be about me and you. So I'm going to start off with me. I'm going to start off with a little story, once upon a time. So once upon a time, there was a little Solomon, and he was born the black sheep of the universe. What do I mean by that? Well, Solomon is mixed race, right? Solomon is left-handed, which in Asian culture, that's a very bad thing. And Solomon was born with health problems. And the icing on the cake, Solomon was born gay, which, manifested into the black sheep of the universe. So, with the health problems thing, it is what it is. I just watch my health, take care of myself, fine, whatever. With, what else did I say? The gay thing. Hey, I don't mind. I did the third thing. What was the third thing? Mixed race. You know what? I actually, at the beginning, I considered it a curse because I would hear all these racist things and whatnot, blah, blah, blah. Actually, all throughout my life, I hear racist stuff. So, well, okay, let me tell you a little bit about that. I went to a private Christian school growing up, a very prestigious one. And I always warn parents, if you want to send your kids to your private school, you better be careful because they get exposed to a lot of things that they wouldn't get exposed to in a public school. At least, let me speak for myself, okay? My experience is in a private school, I experienced a ton of racism. I would hear things like chink, wetback, all this kind of stuff that I was young. I had no idea what it meant. I just, okay, whatever. I don't know what that means. Whatever. Went on with my day. As I got older, I know, Tessa, I know. She doesn't like those words. But, Tessa, I know, I got it. I hear you. But in any case, I just went on with my life and whatever. But the good thing about being mixed is I hear things from different races, different sides, this and that. And it's like, you guys are all wrong. Like, people are just people, whatever. Get over it, love each other, and call it a day. Like, each person, each individual has pros and cons to them, fine. But don't stereotype that into, oh, this race, that race, da 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 da. Anyways. Don't want to get too sidetracked. But the other thing is being left-handed. So in Asian culture, being left-handed is a bad thing. So actually, it's funny because my mom would have me write with my right hand, but I always write with my left hand. And she said that when she would make me write with my right hand, if I would be talking at the same time, I would stutter. But when I wrote with my left hand, I would be fine. And in the family, like the extended family and whatnot, when we ate at the dinner table, I had to sit on the far end, like the head of the table, because if you're eating with chopsticks, you know, you're left-handed, you'll be fighting with those sticks with the person sitting next to you that's right-handed. So I just got sat at the head of the table. And I think most kids that would bother them, but for me, at the head of the table, I was like, dun, dun, dun. You know who else sits at the head of the table? The king. And I will be the king all day, every day. That is fine with me. So, moving on. So anyways, moving forward in my life, I got to kindergarten. And you go over, well, at least back then, you go in the classroom and you say what you want to be when you grow up, and like 95% of the kids are like, oh, I want to be a police officer, I want to be a fireman, I want to be an astronaut, generic stuff, most of the firemen, police officers, whatnot. So it got to me, and I'm not normal, so I'm not going to give a normal answer, so I just threw it out there. I want to be a doctor. And the teacher basically told me that, oh no, you can't be a doctor because you're not smart enough. You're actually stupid. And I just looked at her and went about my day. Because I've been so used to be called stupid, A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z, every name in the book. Like, it's like, okay, another day, whatever. And so, I went through school and stuff, and I don't want to get too sidetracked, but basically come to find out that I was really good at art, let's just say. All medias of art, I would compete against kids that had been classically trained in art, and I would always win. Doesn't matter what the subject is, I would just win. And so I remember one time my mom asked me, do you think you have talent? And I said, let me get back to you on that. Let me hold on, let me think. And I got back to her on it. I said, yes. And she goes, why? I said, well, look at it. These kids have been going to private art school, tutoring this and that, since they were kids. And here I come from nowhere with nothing. And suddenly my paintings are better. My color pencils are better. My ink prints are and I have absolutely zero experience in training. So yes, I think I'm gifted. So, I don't know. Stuff happens, and I kind of put that on the side, on the back burner. And then, dun dun dun, I became a doctor. I guess to make sure my family's okay, even though it really wasn't my thing. But, yeah, in a way, too, it's kind of cool because it's like, guess what, kindergarten teacher? You were wrong. I did it. And technically, I used both sides of my brain and my crown to actually master both aspects of the mind, just to prove you wrong in many, many ways. I didn't do it just to prove her wrong. Like I said, I did it for my family too and stuff, so that's fine, whatever. But then I wanted to write a book, and let's just say I will tell you guys that if you have dreams, don't let people clip your wings, even if you're in a significant relationship with them, even if you're engaged to them. Don't let people clip your wings. Keep your dreams alive, because that's what life is about. Dream, be happy, dream big, So, with that being said, life goes on. And people have been telling me through the years that, oh, you give so much advice to people, this and that. You should make your own YouTube channel. I'm like, yeah. And then stuff started getting rough in the world, 2025, all this negativity, all this, you know what I'm talking about. And I'm like, I don't want to get so stuck and boggled down with all this negative stuff. So I want to put my energy into something nice. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to take people up on that. I'm going to make a YouTube channel. Now, on a side note, I'm not going to lie, it is a lot of work, okay? And I mean, it's like learning a second language. I am technologically handicapped. So when you see the cameras, the microphones, all this stuff, I apologize at the beginning. I had no idea what I was doing, but I think I've come a long way. The editing and stuff, I have no idea. I had to learn all that stuff. All this stuff I'm doing on my own, right? So I put together the show. I guess that's kind of my creative outlet, I guess. And also, I could put something positive out there. Check that off the box as well. And also, as I mentioned, if something were to happen to me, if I die or something, at least I can be remembered. People can watch the show, remember Uncle Saul, all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of nice. So now, That's it about me for now. Now I'm turning it back to you guys. So the show, this episode is about you guys too. Why? Well, you remember how I said on today's panel, we have Alice, we have Gabriel, and we have myself. So where are they? Well, they are helping me prepare this special announcement. This announcement is, dun dun dun, I am at 500 subscribers. I met my goal. Thank you so much, you guys, for all your love and support. You helped me make this dream of mine come true. So I really appreciate it. I'm glad that all the positive feedback about you guys liking the story. Some people say I am too much, and I'm like, huh? But they're like, no, that's a good thing. I'm like, oh, okay. I actually had somebody approach me and they said, do you want to hear a really good quote? And I was like, okay. And they quoted the Halloween episode about being weird, save so much money because everything that you want basically is on clearance, so it helps you out. And honestly, I had to put on my stone face because I didn't want to get emotional. But that was so nice. She was like, I've been watching your show and I love it. And I'm just like, that is so sweet. I'm really glad that you guys are getting something positive out of this because this is exactly what I wanted. So I just want to say thank you, and thank you for helping me meet the 500 subscriber mark. And I will turn it over to Gabriel and Alice and myself in our special announcement.
Alice, look this way. Alice, look this way. Alice, look this way.
Once again, guys, in case you didn't catch it the first time, in life, dream big, do what you want. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Don't let them define who you are or what you're going to be. Because I'm living proof that whatever it is in life, if you work hard, you can have it. So dream big and have a great, wonderful life. You guys take care, and I will see you next time. That's it for this episode. Thank you so much for all your love and support. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to always be kind to one another. Take care.